Summer break is over and it's time to get back to work. And what were we working on? It's been a while, and I'm not sure I really remember what we were even working on. Oh, that's right. We were working on a vintage Gremlin. It was a vintage Gremlin toy body that we were putting on an SCX-10. I think that's what I've got it right back here. Let's go take a look at it. I forgot about the mess that I left this table in over the summer, but we'll get this straightened up later. First, let's take a look at what we were actually working on. If you're new to the channel, you've probably been watching some of the older videos, so you already know. But if you've been with the channel for a while, it's been a good 3 months since we've actually been to work on this vintage Gremlin RC car here. So let me get you caught back up. So this was it's an old toy grade body of a Gremlin body off of a toy grade car that we've done a ton of modifications to. Again, if you want to get caught up on that, just go check some of the old videos. But we've added things like a hinged hood with a big old hood scoop on it. We've actually moved the fender wells to match our SCX-10 wheelbase. So these have literally been moved. There's a video on that you can check out. We've hinged the doors, which I guess I need to actually rehinge. But the doors are hinged. We cut them, hinged them. We've built in some door jams. And if I remember right, what we were working on when we left was the back glass hatch here. So it looks like I was smoothing out some of the back, but we had cut this open so that the back glass could actually open, which I've actually gone ahead and started working on again. And what we were trying to do, we have some little hinges we're going to be using to actually hinge the glass. You can see I had built in a little lip here that it'll sit against, but we needed to hide those hinges, so I was gluing in a piece of plastic or a piece of styrene here that we actually painted body color. So this is going to be the body color. I've used some clear parts glue to glue it together. You can see it's still gluing. See how it's still hazy where it's gluing up. And that's where the hinges, you can see one of the hinges right back here. Zoom in on it for you. This is the hinge we're going to use to hinge this up. They're going to hide behind this piece. That was the best solution I could come. Otherwise, you'd see them through the glass. Now, just me and glue and clear parts, it always works out this way. I don't know if you guys can see. We got a little bit of a mess going. Let me see if I can get this to, there we go. Now you can see, got a little bit of a mess going. Even with the clear parts glue, we still got a bit of mess on these clear parts. Me and clear parts just don't go together when it comes to glue. I always make a mess of it. So I'm gonna have to try to polish this up a little bit. I'll polish up this piece of plastic. And I think what we'll also do, I think we'll add some tint to it. So that'll help hide some of that mess. A little bit of that tint should, hide it, some of the polishing marks and that kind of thing. But we'll take care of that, I think, moving forward. I think what we want to do now, I want to try to get this to glue up. I don't know how long this glue takes to dry, but we can see that it's definitely not dry yet. It's still hazy. Trim this down a little bit. Then I want to go ahead and hinge it, get the hinges worked up, and we'll see how this turns out. Turns out the glue takes quite a while to dry. In fact, it's the next day. I've changed clothes. I went and got a haircut. You can see the mullet is now missing, but the glue is dry now. I went ahead and shaved it down, sanded it down a little bit. But let's head to the table. Let's take a look, see what we're working with, and what we can do to make it better. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look great, but it doesn't look that bad. I think what we are gonna have to add some tint to this. We'll just add some tint to this rear window. In fact, we'll probably add tint to all the windows, but definitely to this one to kind of hide the imperfections, or I guess hide our sins, as they say. But it's not going to look too bad. I did go ahead and sand down the little piece of frame, or the piece we put in here. It came out pretty smooth, but it's going to provide a very nice surface, I think, to glue the hinges to. So that's going to give a really good surface for that. I think I'll end up adding some body filler to all this and really smoothing it out before we actually attach it. And in fact, I'm wondering if we wait to attach this, I probably need to paint it first. I think I'm going to do all the body work to this, paint it up, and before I attach it, because I'm going to do the body work, finish all this up, paint this. I don't want to have to try to mask up these little pieces. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna wait to actually attach the hinges to this. Well, add the hinges to the hatch and to the body. I think we'll finish the body work first. I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud as we go here, but I think that's definitely the game plan. But we are gonna need to add some tint to this. I think it'll make it look better just to have tinted windows, but also to, in fact, let me hold it up. You can see we've still got some imperfections going on here. I can probably polish a lot of this out, but the tint will finish that, make it look, give it a good look and make it look finished, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and do all that work off camera. I'll bring you guys back and show you what we've got. I think I'm gonna be doing things a little differently, just because I'm having to do a lot of work outside of this channel. Obviously, you've got to make money to live. So I've been doing a lot of house remodeling and whatnot. So what I think I'm going to do moving forward is I'll actually do the work. I can do the work a lot faster without having to film it. So what I'll do is I'll do the work, bring you back in, show you the updates. And then I also wanted to let you guys know, I'm kind of going to be changing the channel a little bit. In fact, here it's Halloween's coming up. And so I'm actually going to be doing a series on repainting some Halloween decorations and that kind of thing. So the channel's really going to move. It's not going away from RC, but we're going to be bringing in a lot more hobbies outside of RC. Things that can be used within the RC hobby, so things like painting and just making, more of a maker channel, I guess you could say. And don't worry, CCG 2084 is still coming. It's going to be going to its own channel, as I think I've mentioned before. And I'm probably going to be starting an even a third channel. I know you're saying that, hey, you're crazy, Tannen, but that's what I'm going to actually try to do for full-size vehicles. I would really like to start working on one-to-one size vehicles. So expanding outside of the RC world, you guys that create these videos, also create these videos. We know, that we live in a very niche community. We don't really get we don't have the viewer base as maybe some other areas out there do on YouTube. So I'm gonna try to expand out, see what that does, kind of tip my toes in those waters, see how we can do. If that's something you're interested in, by the way, make sure and look for those coming out. I'll leave links in the description when it's time. But not yet. We got to get this Gremlin built. But that stuff's going to be coming. But I did want to let you know that there will be a little bit of change to this channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. You get a little more than just RC builds or one RC build. You'll get some stuff outside of that also. But anyways, I just want to thank my channel members and my patrons for being so patient and sticking around. You guys are the best. I can't believe you're still here. I thank you so much. It really has helped to keep this moving forward. We are still working on the garage. In fact, the big car channel is not going to start until the garage is finished, because that's where I got to do my filming. CCG 2084 can't start until the garage is finished, because that's where that filming is going to happen. So I thank you guys, because you have kept that moving forward and being patient with me while there hasn't been videos here on the channel. So thank you very much. I am going to get back to work now. I'm going to put this phone down, get back to work on the Gremlin build so that we have something to update you guys with, so I can keep these videos now coming back now that the summer's over. I went out and made my money. Now let's see if I can get some videos made. But thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.